Hey everyone, it's Oz. Welcome to Genshin 3.6 livestream recap. Yes, it's this time again when we're getting info on the new version of the game, and I'm gonna present to you what we're getting in the upcoming patch in a nice concise manner. Let's start with the new characters. First of them I know a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time, and that's Baizhu. First seen in the US Archon story quest, Baizhu is finally becoming playable in 3.6. He's going to be a 5-star Dendro Catalyst. His skill will deal Dendro damage to the enemies and heal your party based on Baiju's HP. His burst will create a shield that will refresh every now and then, heal your team and deal Dendro damage to the enemies. It seems that one of his passives will heal your characters when collecting plants in Overworld, which isn't too useful, but it's a nice new exploration passive. I have to say that I really like his skill animations, and he seems like a great character for those who enjoy using Dendro teams. Next up we have Kave, whom we've seen arguing with Alhaitham a couple times. Kave will be a 4-star Dendro Claymore seemingly oriented around bloom reactions. Kave's skill will deal damage to the enemies around him and explode the Dendro cores in that area. His burst will give Dendro infusion to Kave's attacks and improve damage dealt by your team's Dendro cores. I can't say for sure, but it seems to me like Kave will be an incredible 4-star character for those who enjoy using Nilou. Speaking of Nilou, let's talk about new banners because, well, they're pretty great. In phase 1 we're getting Nahida and Nilou banners. Nahida, great character, really strong, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Nilou, I can't really say as I don't have her, and I remember she was very controversial during her release, but since then I've been hearing only good things about her teams, at least in AoE situations. So I'd recommend giving her a try. In phase 2 we're getting Baizhu and Ganyu banners with Kave in the pool of 4 stars. So Baizhu seems like a great character for Dendro enjoyers, and Ganyu, well, it's Ganyu, the DPS that everyone has been gushing about since forever, and while she doesn't have broken status anymore, she's probably still a great DPS. As for me, I do have Nahida, so won't roll for her, and I'm quite tempted by Nilou and Baizhu since they seem very useful, and Nilou Bloom seems like a very fun team. But I wanna start saving for the future, so I'm just gonna roll for Ganyu for the sake of nostalgia. Oh, and we're also getting a new catalyst with Baizhu. This one is called Jadefall's Splendor, and it matches the Primordial Jade series. I do like it quite a bit, but weapon banner is a scam. Speaking of gear, we're getting 2 new artifact sets in 3.6. Nim's Dream, which looks like a pretty nice set for a child, and the Watermelon set, or Vorukasha's Glow, which seems to be tailored for Dia. I have neither of those characters, so won't farm that, but the Watermelon set is really pretty. Alright, time for some other additions. We're getting a new zone in 3.6, and guess what? It's another desert, because we definitely haven't had one of those in a while. Anyway, this one is deeply connected with Canria as the monsters poured from there during the Cataclysm, so that's pretty exciting. Oh, and apparently it's now more of a swampy area and not full desert, so hopefully it won't be as depressing as the last one. We're also getting this very cute plant fairy thing that looks like shiny Celebi to help us explore the area and fly, so that's nice. During 3.6 we can expect a couple new enemies. First, Hilichur rogues, and holy shit, they look so cool. Really, those are some of the coolest designs in the game in my opinion. There will be an Anemo and Hydro version of those. We're also getting a new boss called Iniquitous Baptist. He looks kinda similar to the Abyss Lectors, but this one uses Electro, Cryo and Pyro at the same time. And creates shields, so have fun breaking those. I think I'm covered with my Yoimiya Overvape. And last but not least, we're getting a new weekly boss. A cute plant dragon, but kinda withered. I always love plant-based enemies, especially plant-based dragons, so that's pretty dope. This new boss apparently has some deep connection to Sumeru's history, and will be unlocked through Nahida's second story quest, where we'll hopefully learn why this dragon is sick now. So yeah, as I said, we're getting new Nahida's story quest, but that's not all, because we're also getting Baiju's story quest, where we'll learn some more about this mysterious guy. As for some other permanent additions, we're also getting Layla Hangout, which is pretty nice because so far she has only appeared in the events. Speaking of events, of course we are getting a couple of those in 3.6. The main one will be called a Parade of Providence, which will have story about some sort of championship between representatives of all the Darshans that I'm definitely not gonna try to pronounce. It will also have a variety of minigames like this cute astrology puzzle, a teapot truck building minigame, a minigame about archaeology, storytelling, a combat event, and a cute minigame where we control animals. We will be able to claim a free Farzan for completing the event, which is pretty sweet because I still don't have her. As for some other events, we will be getting Fulminating Sandstorm, in which we'll have to protect anti-Winat cannons and well repel the Winat. We're also getting Brewing Development event, which is another combat event in which we'll have to complete 3 combat rounds, during which we'll be randomly getting buffs. I always like the combat events, so can't wait to do that one. Another event that we can expect in 3.6 is called the Recollector's Path, in which we'll control our new red plant fairy, kill some enemies with it and complete puzzles. And the last event we're getting is Overflowing Mastery, so just more talent books. Not much to talk about that one. Okay, so in short, in 3.6 we can expect 2 new characters. 5-star Dendro Catalyst Baizhu and 4-star Dendro Claymore Kaze. A new desert area in Sumeru, a couple new enemies, story quests for Nahida and Baizhu, a Layla hangout and new events. One oriented around Academia Darshans, Desert Overworld combat event, Domain combat event, and Desert Exploration event. Oh, and talent books too, of course. We're also getting a new weapon and 2 new artifact sets. My thoughts? I'm kinda skeptical about the new zone. I'm kinda burnt out on the deserts, but this one also seems quite interesting, so maybe it'll be nice. The banners are pretty amazing and I'm happy I can finally get Ganyu, because she's one of a few old characters I still want. The events don't seem too exciting to me, but the events are usually fun in general, so this will probably still be good. And well, that's it for the new stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video and got all the info you needed. Let me know what you think about this new patch, and maybe what characters are you rolling for. And well, have a great day. See ya!